let's go over my last now next. If you've been following along on my YouTube channel, you know I have been in the worst reading slump ever, but I think I'm finally free, and I wanted to talk about the couple of books, aka my last, that have helped me get out of it. These books right here. Obviously, this is not a book, this is my Kindle, but the book that I read is on my Kindle, so we'll get to that in a second. First off, I want to talk about Project Hail Mary. This was so good, and I think this kind of helped get me out of my slump because it's a little bit outside of my comfort zone. This is basically about a guy who gets shipped off into space, and he wakes up not remembering why he's there, and you just kind of like go through his process of like slowly remembering things and then also doing his mission, which I don't really want to say because I don't know how much it says on the back and I don't want to give anything away. And then the other book that we have on my Kindle, I don't actually remember what the series is called. I think it was like the Sea Sand Warlords series, something like that. It's by Ursa Dax. It actually has a very similar premise to Ice Planet Barbarians by Ruby Dixon, except opposite. So in Ice Planets, it's about some women getting shipwrecked onto a planet of ice, essentially. In this series, we're following a group of women that were also stranded on an alien planet, but it's a desert planet, and the circumstances of them being dropped off or abducted is a little different. If you do like Ice Planet Barbarians, I think you're gonna absolutely love this series as well. They are definitely a little spicy, and they are a little bit shorter, I feel like, than your average book, so it's a lot quicker to kind of just like blow through them, and blow through them I have. I definitely want to continue the series, but I do have other things that I need to read before I can kind of like pick it back up. Specifically my current read, which is Terror at the Gates by Scarlett St. Clair. This is a new release by one of my favorite authors, and I am so excited. It also is my book club book for the month. If you don't know, I do have a book club on Fable that's completely free. It's called The Midnight Readers. I really try my hardest not to like sway the votes in any kind of way, so I never really say what I'm voting for or the one that I'm specifically excited for. I think pretty much every month I've been excited for all of the options, honestly. Like any one would have been fine, but this is the one that just slightly over everything else I really wanted to read, so I'm really glad we ended up picking this one. And then after we're done with our book club book, I do have a couple of options for my next read. First of all, we have Raising Hair. This is a nonfiction basically about a woman who rehabilitates a baby hare, and when she kind of like releases the hair slash as she's rehabilitating it, she allows it to like be a wild hare, but it like keeps coming back to her and visits her and things like that, and that sounds like the cutest freaking thing in the world. And then the other one that I have on the complete opposite end of the spectrum is Beautiful Things by Emily Rath. And this is actually a Why Choose. Honestly, I haven't even read the synopsis and I kind of don't want to. I want to go in a little bit more blind. But in the bookstore, I did read this little blurb at the top, which does say that it's Regency era and that it's a Why Choose. And that was literally all I needed to be sold, because right off the bat, the first thing that like drew my attention was the cover. I'm very much a cover person. And then also these really beautiful sprayed edges. So I was already wanting to read it just from that. But also the fact that it's, again, for the bajillionth time, Why Choose, Regency era, and actually I'm reading the blurb again, and it's from the author of Pucking Around, which is another book that I really liked. That is a hockey Why Choose. I love a good Why Choose.